the American continent where the Maya civilization flourished from BC 1000 to AD 1350. Mayan civilization was mainly flourished from the southern Mexico to Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua up to the northern Costa Rica. The great Mayan cities were the Tikal of Guatemala, Copan of Honduras, and the great Chichen Itza of Mexico. On these videos, we will show you the major sites in all three great Mayan locations. On the first video, we are concentrating on the Guatemalan city of Tikal, which flourished during the classical Mayan period.
Hi friends, a warm welcome to my travel video. Thank you for visiting again. On this travel video is my trip to the lost civilizations of American continent. I have visited the American continent several times, and most memorable of my visits to this area is my visit to the ruins of the Maya and the Incas. Who are Mayas? Mayas and the Mayan civilization flourished in the Mesoamerican region from 1000 BC, that is before Christ, to 1300 after Christ. Mesoamerica is the region encompassing the region from the middle of Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, extending up to the northern Costa Rica. This large area was the cradle of Mayan civilization. Mayans were never organized like a kingdom or an empire. They were all city-states. The history of American continent is primarily divided into two, that is pre-Columbian and after Columbus. Pre-Columbian time is the time when all the civilization flourished before the arrival of Columbus in American continent. Hence it is called pre-Columbian. The Mayan period is basically divided into three. That is the pre-classic period, the classic period, and the late classic period. Pre-classic period extending from BC 1000 to 250 after Christ, that is 250 AD. The classic period is the golden time of the Maya civilization, at which time most of the great monuments and the great pyramids of the Mayan world were built. Then, due to some mysterious reasons, they say it is due to climatic change and overpopulation and the acute shortage of food supply. At 900 AD, all the Mayan civilization in Guatemala, Honduras region collapsed, and the people moved northwards and established another city-states in the Mexican region of Quintana Roo in the Yucatan Peninsula and established Tulum and Chichen Itza. So, if you want to see the major ruins of the Mayan civilization, you have to come to Central American country of Guatemala and Honduras to see Tikal and Copan. The heaven-born king of the Tikal or the Mayan world were called Ahau, and everything revolved around the king. The Tikal city-state was such a small, almost 16 kilometers in circumference, and about 3,000 ruins spread out in this big region. The name Tikal means waterhole in Yucatec Mayan language. We arrived Guatemala City in an early morning. There are two ways you can reach Tikal. Tikal is in the Petén province of the eastern Guatemala and is in the middle of a rainforest area where the ruins are located. This is around 480 kilometers away from Guatemala City. Either you can take a road or you fly. There is a TAG airline, which is a local carrier, which flies to the nearby airport Flores. It's around 65 kilometers away from Tikal. It's a small aircraft with 12 people seated, and it takes around an hour to reach from Guatemala City to Flores town. It's an Embraer 100 aircraft. Another very important thing to be looked when you visiting Tikal is Tikal ruins are spread out in this large area. You need someone to guide you. You need someone to tell you what to see and what is its significance. Fortunately, we got a guide called Roxy. She is an indigenous Mayan who has a doctorate in Mayan studies. So, an authority on Maya and Mayans. She warmly greeted us when we arrived at Flores airport, and in her jeep, we started our journey to Tikal. In between, she said, "You came all the way from India to see just the Tikal. Why don't you visit another monument which is of equally important in the Mayan history, but very few people visit this area. It's called Yaxha. Yaxha is pronounced as Yaxha in the local language." We said, "We are absolutely delighted. We came all the way, and if you see one more remnant, that's all the more good." The main highway from the Flores to Tikal diverts, and Yaxha is inside the thick forest near a lake. It's an old ghat road, just like a safari road, not well paved. So it took us around an hour to reach Yaxha from the main highway. Yaxha is also just like the typical Mayan construction, like step pyramid. And usually the Mayan construction has a pyramid and there is a roof comb on the top. Roof comb is the most significant thing and signifies the importance of each pyramid. But in Yaxha there is no roof comb. Either it is lost or at that time of construction the roof comb was not there. Yaxha comes from a much earlier time than Tikal. That is in the pre-classic period, from 250 to 460 AD. But most of the monuments are well preserved and in an impeccable condition. And very few tourists visiting Yaxha area, though it's worth visiting, definitely worth visiting. After that, we spent around 2 hours there and we proceeded back to the Tikal. Tikal is a national park encompassing a very large area, and the entrance is far, far outside the main ruins. The entrance for the Tikal National Park only starts 6 o'clock in the morning. So if you want to see the Tikal in the sunrise or with very less tourists, you have to stay inside one of the 3 lodges located inside the Tikal National Park. Roxy has already informed that you have to stay inside if you want to see the Tikal proper, because we start very early in the day at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's absolutely stunning to see the monuments, the remnants during sunrise. So we stayed in Tikal Jungle Lodge, and at 4 o'clock sharp we started. In these areas, the sun rises quite early, though it was still dark at 4 a.m. in the morning. And lot of kapok trees. Kapok trees, sacred tree of Mayas, and it is omnipresent and omnipotent, and it's everywhere. It's a big, large trees. And there are a lot of Central American parrots and a lot of Modi muntis, the local indigenous cat-like creatures. The first thing we visited was the temple 1 and 2. There are 5 main structures, pyramids in the Tikal, named 1 to 5. The temple 1 is the most important and most significant one, located in the big plaza. One side is temple 1 and the other side is temple 2. Temple 1 is called Temple of the Great Jaguar, and it is made like the king, the Hau, sitting on a jaguar throne. It's almost 46 meters in height and made in 9 levels. What is the significance of this 9 level? According to Mayan history, they say that when you go to the underworld, there are 9 levels to underworld, and the 9 levels of the pyramid represent the 9 levels of the underworld, or the hell, or heaven, whatever it is. Then there is a ladder built with wood behind the pyramid so that you can go to the top and see. The roof comb is there, but inside the roof comb, the glyph writing system and the Mayan goddesses all were depicted were all lost. Nothing is there anymore. The most important contribution of Mayans to this world is the writing system. They had the most highly evolved writing system in the world after the Egyptians. Just like the Egyptians, they had the pictorial writing called glyphs. When we later went to Köppen, we see the beauty of the glyph writing system. And also, the Mayans were exceptionally good astronomers. They had the thorough knowledge of the stars, the stellar constellations, the planets and its movements. Every Mayan city had a planet, an observatory to observe the planets and the stellar system, out of which they made one of the unique and the most complex calendar ever evolved in this world. It was made by the Mayans. Each pyramid has got its own astronomical significance also. During certain time of the year like equinox, the sun rays fall in these pyramids in a very unique way, unique fashion. How they envisaged these things in advance is really, really amazing, and it's anybody's guess. And the plaza and the two temples on either side. The temple 2 is the Queen's temple, which is in a little bit lower in height than the temple 1. And surrounding the plaza, there are a lot of constructions and a lot of ruins. The dwellings of the nobles and the palace and other establishments. Everywhere there is the Mayan gods and the goddesses. Sculptures were present, and also the pictorial representation and the glyphs. It's mesmerizing to see these things in the early morning hours when the sun's first rays comes and falls on this pyramid and the surrounding structures. We were absolutely amazed the beauty and the pristine environment surrounding the pyramids. It is said that there are around 120,000 people, 1.2 million people lived in the city-state at its height. It's around 750 AD. Then we moved to the Temple 3 and Temple 4 through the forest. Thick kapok trees lined boulevards, and it is a wonderful feeling to pass through this in the early morning hours of the day. Temple 3 is called Temple of the Priest, and the construction is almost similar to the Temple 1 and Temple 2. But Temple 4 is a mammoth structure. It is almost 64.6 meters in height, and instead of one roof comb, there are 3 roof combs are there. It's a big climb to reach the top, and when you reach the top, you can see the surrounding area, greenish, the forest area and the lake beyond that. It will take you around 3 to 4 hours to see, understand and assimilate the significance of each structure and its importance. And Roxy was an exceptionally good guide for that matter. When we reached back the hotel, it was 8 o'clock and the tourists were slowly trickling in. When we were there in the ruins, there were no tourists, very few here and there, and all the ruins were for ourselves. Actually, the ticket rate I told you is around 150 quetzals for the normal entrance, and you have to pay 100 quetzals more for the early morning visit to the ruins. It was one of the most memorable visits of our life, visiting the Mayan ruins of Tikal, and that memory etched in us will stay there for a long time to come. Thank you for watching this video. On my next video, I will tell you more about another Mayan ruin called Copan in Honduras. Thank you once again.